Hola YouTube, my name is Aiden Thomas. I'm an author, an artist. I already forgot the third thing. That's okay. It's early and I'm tired, but we're gonna do this. Today's video, we are going to be reviewing Lost in the Neverwoods by Aiden Thomas. And don't worry, this video is not going to be anywhere near as long as Cemetery Boys, because I don't feel like doing summarizing. For anyone who doesn't know, Lost in the Neverwoods is Aiden Thomas's second published book, but is actually their first written book. This is a young adult Peter Pan retelling, and I'm really bad at summarizing things, so I'm just gonna go ahead and read the synopsis for you. When children go missing, people want answers. It's been 5 years since Wendy and her two brothers vanished into the woods near the small coastal town of Astoria, Oregon. Wendy returned with no memory of where she had been or what had happened to her. Her brothers did not. When the town's children start to disappear, the mystery around her brothers is brought back into the light, and the police are once again knocking on Wendy's door for answers. Attempting to flee her past, Wendy almost runs over an unconscious boy lying in the middle of the road. Peter, a boy she thought lived only in her stories, asks for Wendy's help to rescue the missing kids. But in order to find them, Wendy must confront what's waiting for her in the woods. All in all, I thought Lost in the Neverwoods was a good book. In all honesty, I'm not really the biggest Peter Pan fan, even when it comes to retellings. The stories and retellings never really do anything for me. Although I will give some of these stories props whenever they surprise the heck out of me. Like Once Upon a Time, and that Peter Pan, that take on Peter Pan was very surprising. And this also surprised me. So, I gave the story 4 stars. Like I said, it is a young adult standalone. Magical realism, I think, is the proper word. I can't really call it an urban fantasy. Contemporary fantasy, maybe. But, I've not read a lot of magical realism, so I can't really say whether or not Lost in the Neverwoods fits in that genre. But you guys, if you know it, you can leave comments down below what you think. So, in my review, I stated that, originally I took way too long again to drop my review, but I did do it. I didn't want to let too many days go on before I start my new read, so here we go. I thought this book was fine until that last act happened, which I felt was like a sudden slap in the face. If you're aware of the story of Peter Pan, then you know what you're in for, but with a bit of a modern twist. The more I was reading, the more I was realizing that I don't think I'm ever going to get into Peter Pan stories, retellings or otherwise. And I've read the original story, I promise. Wasn't into that one either. I got the message, it just didn't click for me, which is not Neverwood's fault. It was good, don't hate it, but don't love it either. You follow Wendy Darling, she's 18, training before leaving college to continue training to be a nurse, and she has a big gap in her memory that might involve her 2 missing brothers. For some reason, she's dreaming about a boy, drawing him and a tree like a bunch, and hates driving by a forest that surrounds her hometown. Soon, that same familiar boy drops on her truck along with a weird black liquid, but what's weird is that the boy is calling himself Peter Pan, and he's older than the stories her mother once told her about him. In fact, he keeps getting older. From there, creepy shenanigans ensue. Like I said, it was fine. Keep listening, and a trigger. Keep reading for her spoiler. Yeah, if you want, you can keep listening for a trigger and major spoilers that shocked me because I wasn't at all expecting it. So, like I said, in this part, for anyone who wants to hear the triggering content, you can stick around. I'll leave the big word spoiler somewhere along the screen, so for those who don't want to be spoiled, can go. But for those who want to know what's the deal, stick around. So like I said, spoiler warning, seriously, I'll bring up a trigger in this book, but it will also spoil the book because of how far in it is. Like, it drops in the last act of the book. You ready? Okay, here we go. I will start with the trigger first. There is on-page death scene that involve children by shooting. Throughout the entire book, Wendy has been trying to figure out what happened to her brothers, while Peter tiptoes or avoids answering fully how they might be doing in Neverland or in his shadow's clutches. Once we enter the final act and the confrontation with Peter's shadow, we learn that Neverland is a sort of limbo for children that have died, and Peter acts like a Grim Reaper / guardian angel being that spirits the souls of dead children to help them cope and accept their death before moving on to their afterlife. That surprised me, but what shocked me was when Wendy was there to witness her brother's deaths. It's not super detailed, but there's enough description that it might put people off. So, yeah. So the whole situation that surprised me was how the author decided to write this take on Peter Pan, because I was not expecting that, Peter was taking literal lost souls to an afterlife or to a place to just, take a step back, recover over what happened to them, and then they move on. I'm definitely giving this book the credits for that. That's why it was 4 stars. Mostly, if it wasn't for that last act, it probably would have just been 3 stars. And, yeah, because, like I said, mostly the book just wasn't really doing anything for me. Otherwise, if you like young adult books where it's mostly the character just trying to figure out what she wants to do with her life and how to survive the grief over what's happened in her past when she was a child. And, this book is also mostly about, grief. So, yeah, if you like that, and Peter Pan retellings, and a boy who's very much Disney's Peter Pan in appearance. You know what, not fully, because this Peter Pan is like Chris Evans' muscles, so just, whatever. Yeah, give it a try. Otherwise, that's all I got for you. I actually don't have fan art because, like I said, nothing was coming to me idea-wise for art. So, yeah, that's it! Please remember to like, subscribe, comment down below if you have a favorite Peter Pan retelling, or what's your favorite scene from original Peter Pan, or Disney's Peter Pan. I don't know, tell me something about Peter Pan and you. Just have fun down below. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. I will see you next time for a Sun Bear Trials review. I still haven't decided if I'm going to include the second book in this duology in that review, but we'll see! Y'all have a nice day. Adios.